Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the Evermoor SMP. So I'm done exploring for now. Even though Cortez was trying to convince me to do the end for today's episode. No, I'm not ready for that. So today we are actually going to do some building. We're no more dirt huts or just, really cruddy things just kind of thrown up in order to protect my head and all of that and keep the mobs away from my mine entrance. Today we are actually going to be building, and we're going to be building a wall for this right here. So we are actually going to go ahead and start on the Pirate Cove. There's Dolphin. I didn't want to get into, building any kind of buildings because first we need to kind of put together what, how we are actually going to end up kind of terraforming this area, because we're actually going to build this up a little bit, because as you can see around this area we've actually got hills pretty much surrounding most of the area. So I want to build this up a little bit, and then in this area we can end up having like docks and stuff that the ships can actually come in and moor themselves at at the different docks. And so that is what we need to set up first. That way we can actually start doing some of the building, because we'll have, the walkways and stuff that we'll end up having all kinds of different things. Granted, I know you guys said Pirate Cove, but we're going to do more of like a prosperous Pirate Cove. So more like where pirates go to meet type thing. So there's going to be, we're going to end up needing some shanties. We're going to need, some like inns and taverns and all kinds of stuff here. So, and we are getting close here for, all that stuff being smelted up. So let's go ahead and why not? This is a good enough area as any. So we'll go ahead and start here. But first I wanted to point out, see this little body of water that's right here? This is actually going to go away. I'm going to end up connecting these two, and then we're going to fill this in. And it's going to help a lot that we have all of that lovely sand and dirt and clay and all of that we can end up using in order to fill this stuff in as we need it. Granted, we don't necessarily even need to fill this up, because if we cover, if we decide to go out with the, with the land and stuff, this is all going to get covered anyways at a higher level. We just need to make sure to light it up, because we do not need a mob farm. So let's go ahead and get this started. We are going to need the polished basalt. I decided I wanted to play around with the new blocks, and so that is what we are going to be doing. So with this one, let's see. Okay, I guess we could start with the black stone. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to bring that up like that. Actually, do you know what? Let's bring this out 1. That way we're actually in the water. And I desperately need to get Silk Touch on a pick, because it's going to be a pain in the butt not having Silk Touch, especially with the fact that, we're going to be working in stone. So let's do that. And we're going to use a polished basalt on the outside here. 2, 3. And then I'm going to use temporary blocks here. Do that. And then we can get, breaking stuff that I'm not supposed to be breaking. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. And so here, 1, 2, 3, and then we can go ahead and grab that. Put our temporary block here, and then we can actually go ahead and put our stone. So I'm leaving this backside empty because I haven't quite decided what I want like the walkway blocks to be. And so that is the reason for that. And I completely forgot to add in our lovely fences. So let's go ahead and add that in. That way you guys, that way you guys can actually see what the plan is. Now, I don't know if I have enough materials or not to actually, build this all the way around, but we can definitely try. So with this one, what I want to do, we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, this is actually going to be, because it is angled like it is, that is not, we're not going to be able to see this, so there's no point in having it out. Because I was kind of playing around with, you know, with the design and stuff. And yeah, we don't need it. So go ahead and do this, and then we're going to bring this around just like that. And then we can go ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm still short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more. All right, there we go. And then these ones, we go ahead and build this up like so. And then let's do that just so we can place the stairs, or at least the beginning stairs. And so this is just going to come around. Now, these sections are technically going to be a little bit bigger because of the fact that they are on an angle. Oh, yeah, and no, we don't want that one. We don't want that one. There we go. And then we can go ahead. Oop, there we go. Go ahead and add in our lovely fences. But I wanted to get those sections done. That way I can actually come out here and show you guys. But yeah, so that is going to be the primary wall. And it is definitely, you know, nice and dark and kind of grungy. And that's, you know, that's what I wanted. This is a pirate cove. This isn't, you know, like, you know, a British cove or, you know, a British Royal Harbor or anything like that. This is going to be dingy. This is going to be, you know, dark. And yeah. So the new blocks definitely work really well with that, to add just that little bit of, you know, I don't know if I really want to stand on that kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm going to continue working on this. I don't know, you know, I'll see how far I can get with the materials that I have, and then we can kind of go from there. I'll try to start working in that direction. That way we might actually be able to get one of the docks in place. So I will see you guys as soon as I get some more of this done. The beginning of the wall is now in place. So it doesn't go completely all the way around the cove, because I pretty much went to the point where it's like, okay, this is kind of where we need to create the little bit, you know, a little bit of the land bridge. And then the same goes for that area over there. It's kind of a natural stopping point on both of these. But it does go all the way from that point to that point. So we've got the base now. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of the fog and stuff over there. It is that far away. But yeah, so we are getting the base for the actual, where we can end up putting the docks and stuff. So what I'm thinking is that we might end up doing one of the big docks. Let me get over here. But one of the big docks, so one of the ones that actually they're up at the top, and that's where they load and unload, because it's, you know, like a bigger ship. And then I want to do some of like the smaller docks, so down lower, so the actual, like, where the docks would sit. Let me go ahead and get over here, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I still need to get enchantments. So yeah, things are gonna go a little slow right now. But yeah, so the docks would sit at this level right here. So they would actually be like in the water. And so like on some of the ships, they might actually have the is it a gangplank? I think that's what it's called. But it goes from the ship down to the docks, and so it's the thing that you actually walk up and down in order to get to the dock, from the docks into the ship. But yeah, so that is all of that in place. So that's definitely super exciting. So that's lots of progress. Just to kind of get an idea of like how the shape is going to end up being in here. Definitely allows me a better idea too of what we need to do. Because I found that, like over here, this is a lot, there's a lot of space here that it's nice and flat. And so I'm thinking this might be a good candidate to bring out into, to actually make like the big dock. And so maybe for in between this pillar and this pillar here, actually, bring it out into, into the water for the taller ship. So of course, we wouldn't end up having the railing per se on it, because, it needs to be able to, actually allow the ships to kind of nudge up to it and all of that. Oh. That's interesting. There's a sand wall. Yeah, it's all empty there and just a sand wall. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. We're probably gonna end up connecting up these two hills and, just kind of terraform them together. just to kind of create more of a, you know, continuous hill over here. Granted, we won't really be getting into too much of that until we actually get into, you know, all of the lovely flooring and stuff. So this is, yeah, definitely going to need to remove some of that dirt. But if we come over here, I can show you what I was doing in terms of adding in the next layer of, whoop, there we go. Now I'm swimming. Next layer of the walls here. So we have, you know, we have the actual stone part of the wall. So this is what would end up stopping any of the waves should they actually, you know, kind of break through and then, you know, come up here and hit the edge here. So the hope would be that this would stop any water from actually being able to get to the stuff behind. And so the next step then is where do people actually walk? And what I am doing here is I have the stairs here and then this for the actual walkway. So what I am doing is just basically going ahead and just following the stone around. Oop, there we go. Just all the way around with this. And then the idea is that it's going to be 3. But like right here, we're going to probably want to go 4. As we are kind of angling. And so it's, you know, kind of being done kind of by eye, just kind of seeing like how things, you know, how things look. Does, you know, does the 3 look proper, or, you know, does it need to come out a little bit more? Like right here, this is, yeah, we probably want to do that. And so we're probably going to want to do that right there. Just, you know, just to kind of make it a little bit more even. So we're getting close to the nighttime, of course. But yeah, so, yeah, and we're just, you know, we're just going all the way around. And so let's go ahead. I'm gonna take a quick gander around here. Let's put the torch in hand. That way you guys can see a little bit better. But yeah, so it's just going all the way around. And just kind of, you know, eyeballing, making sure that, you know, the space is like right here. We probably want to do that there. Yeah. Okay, that works. And then this one would probably be a 4 as well, just to kind of make this space, the walking space, as consistent as possible. So I am going to continue adding that in, and that way we can go ahead and take a look at the entirety of it once I'm done with it, and then we can kind of talk about what's next. All of the walkway is now in place. So this is definitely making, you know, allowing me to kind of see how everything kind of fits together. Like for what, I mean, this is completely open up. And so what I'm probably going to need to do is to do some terraforming and join that hill with that one over there. And then, of course, you know, we'll end up having to kind of work things out around in this area. As it's a little less hilly. It's more of a, you know, more of a plains than, you know, than hills. But as we, you know, as we move over this way, we do get into more of the hills. And then, of course, we got the water area, which, you know, will need to be filled in. But this side, I actually end up having to dig out some of the dirt in order to put down the spruce. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this corner, I am not liking this corner. This corner is a little bit too... Okay, yeah, and then let's... Whoop, no, not there. Oh, I forgot. There's a cave here. That's the reason why that put there. Yeah, I need to explore that. Needless to say, I am probably going to need to get Bug Watcher on here because, oh my gosh, I think underneath this island, it is just like a huge amount of caves because every time I turn around, I'm finding a new, you know, entrance, or I'm like going through the water and it's like all of a sudden I hear this zombie groan. Rawr, 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 rawr. I'm like, okay, where is this coming from? And like the island that I'm using for the spruce trees, yeah, giant hole now right next to it because, you know, the sand fell in and there is, you know, a cave system down there, which I need to explore. And yeah, there's lots of it. So if I'm going to be doing any AFK farms out here, I seriously need to get this all lit up. But yeah, as you can see, we're really, really close to this right here. That'll be the general area for our top of the bedrock portal. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to do some kind of build here. Not 100% sure how I want to deal with the fact that we are this close to the hill. I might do some kind of like switchback stairs type thing on this so that we can actually get up to, you know, some kind of building that's up on top. So maybe that's like, I don't know, the leader's house. They, you know, that way they can actually watch over and see what's going on and have, you know, kind of a bird's eye view of the cove area. But yeah, and then of course this one butts up right up against this hill here. And then like I said, we're going to end up joining these two on, you know, on both sides. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, what is going on? Oh, it's like a meteor decided to, oh, and we've even got the weird floaty water over there too. Okay. So before that decides to go and there. Shore it up so that, yeah, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's some floating sand I'm going to have to knock out. And yeah, see, look. Cave right there. They are everywhere. Oh, yep. Cave down there with lava. This one, yeah, it looks like, oh, and I don't have any torches. Oh, well, whatever. I'll have to deal with that. But yeah, we're light everything up. Yeah, so if we come back over here, we run into the thing that, you know, it starts flattening out over here, which is okay because we're, you know, we've got the other side of the ocean right over here. So this is just a little jut of land that comes out, and then we've got, you know, all the ice and stuff over there. So that is going to be a nice source of ice, just going over there and mining it, as well as snow. So if I need snow for any of my builds, we've got that lovely stuff over there that we can end up attacking. And then, you know, this is where we stop. I also stopped the flooring a little bit short, as, you know, I'm not 100% sure what we are going to be doing there. So yeah, so we've definitely made lots of progress, definitely a lot more building progress than we have in the last two episodes. So we definitely are starting to get, kind of things starting to, actually take shape. Granted, right now it doesn't look like much, as, yeah, it's just a wall. It is just a wall. So we definitely need to add a lot more to this, add some interest with all of the lovely docks, and then find out where our entrances are going to be, and then also figure out what we want to do in terms of, kind of transitioning from the spruce to, whatever we're going to do for actual roads and whatnot. So I definitely, lots of terraforming to be had. So I think the next step that we need to do is actually a storage room, because the storage area for, where, I'm working right now. So the little bed area with the barrels, as well as the stuff up in the dirt hut, yeah, no, it's not going to cut it. So I think that the storage room is going to have to take priority. And then we did find a fortress. So I think we might need to go ahead and head out and see about getting ourselves some wither skeleton skulls. That way I can get a beacon, because we need to clear this out. So we're going to need a beacon, a beacon for that, especially once we get down to the lovely, lovely stone level. And then we definitely need it for, once we actually start doing some of the terraforming up here as well, as, especially if we get down to stone level. So definitely plenty of stuff that we could potentially be doing here soon. So I definitely hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. And if you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.